Woe to the people.
Mhm.
Yeah, you'll continue and back to where we left off. Once I actually click into the window. Yes, in fact, he is the seventh.
I forgot about this fucking church organ.
I mean, it's fitting.
I mean, it's fitting, but it's so creepy, which makes it even more fitting. You ever been in a church at night?
Yeah, on many occasions. Revival and all them night services.
If it's ever just you in the chapel though, like, don't you get freaked out a little?
I'm trying to think. Has there ever been a time where it's actually just me, myself, and God in there? Not that I can recall. So either I blotted out the memory, or it just never happened.
Sometimes churches in pitch dark got me thinking, man, I should grab one of those crosses and just have it nearby just in case.
Yeah, definitely not like in the dark either. Like definitely like in the morning, because if I'm like going with my family and they're like literally the first ones there and they're the ones turning on all the lights, but definitely not the last ones there at night. But I get you.
So,
he approached.
一応魔術師だけど、中身は点で素人だから見てられなくって。
Hey, I resemble that statement.
確かマスターになったも
Resemble
のは
that statement?
ここに届け渡すのが決まりだったわ
I'm
よ
a
ね。
mage apparently, but
あ
I'm
ん
a
たたちが
complete
勝手に
amateur.
決めたルールだけど、
Uh,
今回は守ってあげる。
So, yeah, I resemble that statement.
それは結構。なるほど。ではその少年には
that
感謝
silky
しな
smooth
くては
voice, though.
I know.
That's Padre, all right.
This is truly Padre. Bless up. No, let me stop.
Do not say bless up to the 2004 Catholic priest. I don't even think he knows what that would mean in 2004.
No, he would not, and that's what makes it funny.
Gonna get your ass beat by a Padre in the middle of church.
It's fine. Just make sure you wouldn't hear it. The priest slowly looks me over. I unconsciously step back. Probably smart move.
He got reach.
Indeed.
Like,
look
look
how
how tall
long
he
the
is.
arms are.
He's like Archer height, honestly.
Yeah. Can't even fit in the frame of the window. I'm not afraid. I don't sense any hostility from this priest. But the way he carries himself just gives off this indescribable aura of intimidation.
私はこの教会を任されている琴峰綺麗というものだが君の名は何というのかな7人目のマスターへ
ヘミやシロけど俺はまだマスターなんてものになった覚えはないからな
I braced myself, glaring at the priest so as not to buckle under that intimidating presence.
エミやシロ
That intimidating aura grows chilly. The priest smiles as if pleased.
Do you want a priest to like your name?
I don't know. It depends on the circumstances.
If my priest has a mullet,
I'm gonna definitely put that one in the do not want to draw attention bucket. I mean, like you got certain names that's like, of course the priest is going to like, they're all biblical names, like a good Matthew, a Mark, maybe even a Luke.
you might get like a Joseph Jonathan if you're a particular type of Indian.
Yeah, exactly. And of course they're going to be like, that's a good name. Look at that.
But Emiya?
Yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it.
He is putting emphasis on the last name.
I know. Yeah. I wonder why she wouldn't dare come here. The priest makes his way to the altar. Osaka, on the other hand, just looks bored as she moves away from the altar and comes to stand next to me.
では始めよう。エミヤシロ。君はセイバーのマスターで間違いはないか？
それは違う。確かに俺はセイバーと契約した。けど、マスターとか聖杯戦争とか、そんなことを言われても俺には点でわからない。マスターっていうのがちゃんとした魔術師がなるものなら、他にマスターを選び直した方がいい。
なるほど。これは重傷だ。彼は本当に何も知らないのか、リン。
だから素人だって言ったじゃない。そのあたりからしつけてあげて。そういう追い込み得意でしょ、あんた。
Osaka practically pawns me off on the priest, still looking bored.
ほう。これはそういうことか。よかろう。お前が私を頼ったのはこれが初めてだ。エミやシローには感謝をしてもし足りないな。
The more I hear them talk, the more uneasy I get.
まず君の勘違いを正そう。いいか、エミヤシロ。マスターというものは他人に譲れるものではないし、なってしまった以上やめられるものでもない。
Oh no.
その腕にレイジを刻まれた者は、たとえ何者であろうとマスターを辞めることはできん。まずはその事実を受け入れろ。
やめることはできないって、どうしてだよ。
レイジとは聖婚でもある。マスターとは与えられた試練だ。都合が悪いからといって放棄することはできん。その痛みからは聖杯を手に入れるまでは解放されない。
But does that imply that if someone just got the Holy Grail right here, right now, all the remaining players just lose their command spells, their servants, and everyone gets to live happily ever after? Unless they want to participate next time?
There's a lot to unpack there, Richie. I'm just gonna let the priest do his job.
All right.
Your tech powers are apparently required.
Yeah. I was just seeing that too. I was like, okay. And then I looked down, like, oh, I've got like 5 notifications. Let me see how many of them are actually related. And there we go. All right, there we go. All right, break it down
お
for me.
前がマスターを辞めたいというのであれば聖杯を手に入れ斧が望みを叶えるより他はあるまい
Just win,
そうなれ
idiot.
ば何もかもが元通りだぞエミヤシロ
I'll go back to read that in a second. What Eric had said killed me. Thank you, local tech priest.
1001010. Hey, it worked.
Like, don't make me pull out the 0x.
Oh no.
Start hitting with some hexadecimal. Okay, so. Uh-huh. All right, cool. Makes sense. Just
win.
All right. Now answer the next question. Now, how does one win? Because I heard what Ren said, and she heavily implied that I gotta kill the other 6, but it'd be real cool if I didn't have to.
Come on, man of God, tell me I can Jesus my way out of this.
お前の望みそのうちに溜まった泥をすべてかき出すこともできるそうだ初めからやり直すこととて可能だろうよ
Impure mud. Went.
故に望むがいいもしその時が来るのなら君はマスターに選ばれた幸運に感謝するのだからなその目に見えぬ火傷の跡を消したいのならば成婚を受け入れるだけでいい
Yeah, fair enough. That would be a incredibly cheaper way to deal with all the burn marks. I feel faint. The more I listen, the more I'm confused. Yet, its words permeate in my mind, staining me like blood.
キレ回りくどい真似はしないで。私は彼にルールを説明してあげてって言ったのよ。
Man took one look at us and said, yeah, you look like a burn victim.
Some tells me he knows exactly who I am. It's like as soon as he heard, yeah, Emiya Shiro, Emiya, say less. I know exactly who you are. I knew your dad. We used to drink on the weekends. I'm telling him I do that. I'm supposed to be a priest, all pious and stuff.
Hey, if
Nothing
it's
but
wine,
the Lord's.
if it's wine, Jesus looks the other way. He might not have always been a
Uh,
priest.
True, true. He did say that he was assigned. Eric, I'm a burn victim. I'm still recovering from the Amanda incident. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you're both ginger too.
Dang. That's crazy. Arguably, Eric still wins out in this because if they're both gingers, they both got these burn things, and that means eventually he'll be a master and get a saber.
I believe. I have faith in Eric's Riz.
Yeah.
I'm not bullying you. I'm just saying you and the protagonist have something physical in common.
Actually, looking back, they have a lot of things in common.
Now, we don't have time to unpack all of that.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, her voice interrupts the priest's words.
父さん
My confused mind snaps back.
そうか。こういった手合いには何を言っても無駄だからな。せめて勘違いしたまま道徳を拭い去ってや
What
ろ
a
うと思った
cryptic
のだが。
message.
I mean, yeah. Especially if this is, yes, this is a battle to the death. Kind of gonna need to throw some morals out the window. Just like we're trying to watch a butterfly.
情けは人のためならずとはよく言ったものだ。つい私自身も楽しんでしまったか。
Wow. Why are you like this?
何よ、彼を助けるといいことあるっていうの、あんたに。
Morals go out the window with the enemy and the bathwater.
あるとも。人を助けるということはいずれ自身を救うということだからな。と、
It's
今
the
さらお
first
前に
Catholic
といて
thing
も
he
始
said.
まるまい。
Yeah?
では本題に戻ろうか、エミヤシロ。君が巻き込まれたこの戦いは聖杯戦争と呼ばれるものだ。7人のマスターが7人のサーバントを用いて繰り広げる争奪戦。
聞いてる。7人のマスターで殺し合うっていうふざけた話だろ。
そうだ。だが我らとて好きでこのような非道を行っているわけではない。
Hear about that?
Well,
Seems
it's not
like
like
it's
the
for
Colosseum.
Yeah, it seems like it is for entertainment. And by entertainment, it's not like for the people watching, it's for the entertainment of the one who wins. They get a nice, beautiful, shiny prize. Theoretically, something shaped like a chalice.
Big,
Oh, the Holy
beautiful
Grail.
cup that tasted of the blood of Christ. Like, there's a couple of things to work through here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
すべては聖杯を得るにふさわしいものを選抜するための儀式だ。何しろ物が物だからな。所有者の選定にはいくつかの試練が必要だ。
To hell with trials.
I bet this priest doesn't think of the Holy Grail War as a trial at all.
待てよ。さっきから聖杯聖杯って繰り返してるけど、それって一体何なんだ。まさか本当にあの聖杯だって言うんじゃないだろうな。
Holy Grail, a goblet said to have received the blood of a saint. It is considered to be one of the greatest sacred relics of all time, and is said to perform a variety of miracles. One of the most widely held beliefs is that whoever holds the Holy Grail can possess the entire world. Well, that seems kind of unlikely since the Holy Grail itself probably doesn't even exist that you know of. Stories of a Holy Grail that can grant any wish appear in numerous myths and legends around the world. But that's about it. A mythical power that none claim has ever actually existed or been replicated. That is the Holy
どうなん
Grail.
だ琴峰綺麗あんたの言う聖杯は本当に聖杯なのか
もちろんだとも。この町に現れる聖杯は本物だ。その証拠の一つとしてサーバントなどという法外な奇跡が起きているだろう。過去の英霊を呼び出し刺激する。いいな。すでに死者の蘇生に近いこの奇跡は魔法と言える。これだけの力を持つ聖杯ならば持ち主に無限の力を与えよう。物の心眼などその事実の前には無価値だ。
Interesting. So what he's saying is that as long as the object possesses power that surpasses the real thing, it doesn't matter if it's real or fake. We're going to call it a Holy Grail and keep it pushing and fighting to the death for it.
If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck.
仮に聖杯があるとする
Exactly.
けどならなんだって聖杯戦争なんてものをさせるんだ聖杯があるなら殺し合うことなんてないそれだけすごいものならみんなで分ければいいだろう
What a kind soul.
もっともな意見だがそんな自由は我々にはない。聖杯を手にする者はただ一人。それは私たちが決めたのではなく聖杯自体が決めたことだ。
Intelligent Holy Grails. Got the AI built in.
Oh god.
7人のマスターを選ぶのも7人のサーバントを呼び出すのも全ては聖杯自体が行うこと。これは儀式だと言っただろう。聖杯は自らを持つにふさわしい人間を選び彼らを競わせてただ一人の持ち主を選定する。
The AI overlord is real and fake.
Look, we'll talk about the moon later.
And Nani.
Let's fix the Earth first, then we can talk about the moon.
Gwent. Are you trying to tell me that we have a Kaguya situation on our hands?
I don't know. Give it 100 years.
Squint.
それが聖杯戦争。聖杯に選ばれ
Necromantic!
手に入れるために殺し合う恒例儀式というわけだ。
いいぜ仮に聖杯があるとするけどならなんだって聖杯戦争なんてものをさせるんだ聖杯があるなら殺し合うことなんてないそれだけすごいものならみんなで分ければいいだろう
Okie dokie.
もっともな意見だがそんなそれは私7人のマスターを選ぶのそれが聖杯戦争
Yeah, there we go.
聖杯に選ばれ手に入れるために
It's like,
殺し合う
flip that, send it to
恒例
Jack.
儀式と
They
いう
said the
わけ
word. That's what I was trying to do, but I forgot. I was still in the application, so therefore, the keyboard shortcut I hit would in fact have unintended results. He's so matter of fact about it all. I have no response, so I just stare at my left hand. There's an inscription on my hand. I mark these two call a command spell. As long as I have this mark, I'm told I can't quit being a master.
納得いかないな。一人だけしか選ばれないにしたって、他のマスターを殺すしかないっていうのは気に食わない。
That's what I'm saying. Why it gotta be to the death? Why can't you just be like, yield or die? And then as soon as they say, all right, I give up, they lose all their powers and then it's a wrap. You know?
ちょっと待って。殺すしかないっていうのは誤解よ、エミヤ君。別にマスターを殺す必要はないんだから。
Oh, okay. So they do have such a loophole. All right, let's go. Time to go win a Holy Grail war.
はあ？だって殺し合いだって言ったじゃないか。琴峰もそう言ってたぞ。
殺し合いだ。
キレイは黙ってて。あのね、この町に伝わる聖杯っていうのは霊体なの。だから物としてあるわけじゃなくて、特別な儀式で呼び出す。つまり降霊するしかないってわけ。
You know, not a terrible idea. Just be like, go hit them with a little bit of talk no jutsu. Be like, hey yo, we don't have to fight. It'd be great.
で、呼び出すことは私たち魔術師だけでもできるんだけど、これが霊体である以上、私たちには触れられない。この意味わかる？
You have to be a spirit to touch it?
わかる。霊体には霊体しか触れられないんだろ。ああ、だからサーバントが必要なのか。
Yeah, okay. So if you destroy your opponent's servant, then they will be forced to drop out because they otherwise would not be able to interact with the Holy Grail. Which then makes you kind of wonder, what happens if by some, which I guess I should wait for Hell to come back to ask this question.
Hi. Well,
Oh wow, perfect timing. Good job. Good job.
What grand revelations has the priest revealed to you that you need to consult me now?
So we've just been informed that on why we need servants, because only a spiritual being can touch a spiritual chalice or whatever form the Holy Grail takes. So and then obviously if you manage to take out your opponent's servant, then obviously they should drop out because they can no longer win. Because even if they do somehow take out everyone else in the end, they still wouldn't be able to interact with it. But on that same as that train of thought, if they did somehow manage to run it all the way to the end, be like, you know what? You might have killed my, let's say they had an assassin that was destroyed. You might have killed my assassin, but I'm still here and I'm super cunning. And they somehow managed to orchestrate the destruction of every other servant by one way or another in the war. What happens then? So there are literally no more servants left. Or is this like as soon as there's one servant left, a light will part from the sky and it shall descend upon them, saying, "Congratulations, you hath won the Holy Grail war. Make your wish."
So, it is a tough call. Because every time I've actually seen the Grail, quote, quote, it has been when at least one servant has been up and kicking. However,
Okay.
the Grail has appeared to masters alone before, not the master and the servant. But that is a key point to keep in mind, though, is the fact that the servant was still alive at the time. So really, I don't know. But theoretically, it just turns into a draw.
All right.
There would be a way for that master to still get to the Grail, but I believe that is something that is best saved for the priest to say himself or us to figure out later.
Yeah, that's the advanced Holy Grail War informational course. We are in Holy Grail War 101. That's in the 300 level course.
Well, if the last two draw, I feel like no one gets a wish, and it just happens again next 40 years.
Dang, that's crazy.
Oh, that's good tea.
Right. Actually,
This
you know
was-
what? I'll be right back. Let me go refill my cup.
Oh yeah, they are. Oh, fuck, dude. Okay. Alright, alright. Oh, my fucking shoulders. Yeah, because my act is just perfect for the kids, ain't it, Eric?
Okay, now what in the world is being discussed? I still had audio.
Posture check, stretch, no cursing. So, you know, a free one for you.
Woohoo! Oh, that was a good stretch. It's funny that you mentioned he's refilling the Grail, because I am in fact using this cup that I got from my uncle that says, "All I need today is a little bit of coffee and a whole lot of Jesus."
There's this lady at my service, right? Who she's usually part of the retreats on staff.
Yeah.
One day she shows up to a meeting wearing a shirt that says, "Jesus loves you and I'm trying."
You know?
Same lady.
Yeah. It really do be like that. There's a reason why he is the one that is yes, unconditional love, and we are the ones that we're getting there.
We try.
Yeah. Just some people make it really, really hard.
そういうこと。ぶっちゃけた話、聖杯戦争っていうのは自分のサーバント以外のサーバントを撤去させるってことよ。だから、
Okay.
マスターを殺さなければならないという決まりはないの。
All right, all right, all right. Why didn't they tell me that earlier? Like, really? Honestly, Tosaka and the priest both are pretty wicked. But that's a relief. It means Tosaka won't have to die even if I do join the Holy Grail War.
なるほど。そういう考えもできるか。
Are you trying to imply that that's not how you view things? That if you had your way, there would be an explicit rule saying, and I'll kill you and your master too, servant.
Thank you, Skeletor.
Basically.
You win this time, He-Man!
Love Skeletor.
ではエミヤシロ、一つ尋ねるが、君は自分のサーバントを倒せると思うか？
Probably not, but there's always that 1 in a million chance that like she was already really tired and I just like snuck up from behind and said, "Gotcha." But not out loud, because that's how people always get caught. They're always too busy yelling behind
Please.
people.
Please do not scream sneak attack.
Exactly. Like, come on now.
There's only one time when that's acceptable. When you're an orc rogue with expertise in intimidation, whereupon you
Yes.
scream, "You can't see me!"
Or like there's something sound sensitive and the loud noise will stun them.
There are only two things that see Crawd. Dead things and things that know better.
Hydrate.
I have plenty of drink, thank you very much.
That's what I'm saying. If it's cool enough
mix
not
them.
to hurt me.
I mixed some soda into the tea. Mostly because that soda was getting flat and it needed something.
What type of soap?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper with what I assume is regular old black tea, iced tea.
Sweet tea.
Okay.
It's slightly more acceptable.
I honestly don't know. I've never thought to try such a thing.
Well, the cup was getting low and I had a can nearby.
Fair enough. You want to make use of the cup? So it's more Dr. Pepper with tea-based undertones.
Yeah. Because I was already watered down because I can't have that much sugar tonight.
Needs more sugar. Defeat Saber? Boy, you must be crazy. Of course not. Besides, Magecraft is useless against her, and she is insanely strong with her sword.
Yellow flag.
もう一つ尋ねよう。つまらぬ
In the initial translation that I read,
君は自分のサーバントより優れている
the short-term question was actually beat Saber? Carry on.
Fantastic. Love me some Beat Saber. I need to find my headset and play some. What?
Why the hell is he asking me this?
Yeah, it's been long enough. It's fine. I can't beat Saber. There it is. So there's no way I'm better than her. My answer to both those questions is that I'm weaker than my servant.
そういうことだ。サーバントはサーバントをもってしても破りがたい。ならばどうするか。そら、実に単純な話だろう。サーバントはマスターがいなければ存在できぬ。いかにサーバントが強力であろうと、マスターが潰されれば、そのサーバントも消滅する。
At least in this scenario, it's not that he's being particularly cruel about needing to kill the masters, it's just that it's more practical.
Yes. Efficient, even. And we know how we all feel about efficiency.
Okay, Mr. Brute Force Chakra.
That in itself is another type of efficiency.
As much as it takes to get the job done, got it.
Yeah. Instead of wasting time, oh no, I'm running low on chakra, let me eat 1,000 chakra pills real quick. You just keep going because you haven't hit your limit yet. Now I get it. Nobody would make things harder for themselves. If someone wanted to make sure they won, killing the master would be the much easier path.
サーバントを消すためにはマスターを倒した方が早いってのは分かったけどそれじゃ逆にサーバントが先にやられたらマスターはマスターでなくなるのか聖杯に触れられるのはサーバントだけなんだろうならサーバントを失ったマスターには価値がない
Getting to the real questions.
The question you asked, even.
霊樹がある限りマスターの権利は残る。マスターとはサーバントと契約できる魔術師のことだ。
Now, this is the advanced course I was telling you about.
いくらでもサーバントと契約。
If you swipe or no swiping someone else's servant,
Hold
well,
up.
now you're still in the running.
Hold up. As many servants as they want. So, like you were saying, Eric, we really could just talk no jutsu this. Hey, yo, Archer, I know you hate this girl. You should join me. I'm cool.
Now, the limitation there is that we saw what making one contract did to Rin.
Right.
Imagine doing that twice. Now
That is
imagine
true.
doing that, but you only have Shiro's magic circuits.
True. And then there's also the fact that if you were in the hypothetical that I was just talking about of while you still have your one, you're just collecting everyone else's. You have to be able to sustain them all.
Mm-hmm.
Which, as we know from Saber last time, Homeboy does not have the magic power to sustain her.
He does not know reverse curse technique, no.
Exactly.
マスターを失ったサーバントはすぐに消えるわけではない。彼らは体内の魔力が尽きるまでは現世にとどまれる。そういったマスターを失ったサーバントがいれば、サーバントを失ったマスターとて再契約が可能となる。
Do you
Okay.
recall from the prologue when Archer mentioned he had the independent action skill?
No.
Alright, then I'll say this much. Some classes last longer without their masters than others.
Okay. Cool.
It really depends on how much of a mana guzzler they are.
Which makes sense. If you're relatively low power, high magic, you can be very efficient and stick around for a while versus someone who just runs through their magic like they have all the resources in the world. I.e., the difference between an Ito and an Arito.
Yeah.
But understandable. Understandable. Okay. Also, with this being the case, the hypothetical that I was talking about really would not be a thing. 'Cause you could not just void someone else's contract. You can only get them once they're a quote unquote free agent.
Which can theoretically be done with the master still being alive. It's just that would require talk no jutsu.
Yeah, be like void your contract right here, right now.
Here's a physical contract. Here's a geas. Either sign this or I shoot your dog or whatever.
Yeah. Which, okay, makes sense.
Because again, they are still magicians. There's a whole lot of shit they could do to get you to
Right.
give up your contract.
Right. Good thing we got 2 orphans right here. Not much.
2 orphans.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Rin has a guardian. He's right there.
Like I said, 2 orphans right here. I mean, so does Shiro technically, but I mean,
No, you're right. We don't count Taiga as a guardian. That man guards himself.
exactly. And more or less the same could be said for Rin. Like, you don't see Senor Priest showing up at her house being like, all right, did you make sure to wash your clothes and do your homework? I'm about to go cook dinner. Make sure you wash your hands. Like, I don't see him doing that ever.
Yeah, no, he's a little too busy doing priestly things, I guess.
Whatever that entails. Yeah.
だからこそマスターはマスターを殺すのだ。下手に生かしておけば新たな障害になる可能性があるからな。
Interesting. Makes sense. It's like, didn't I just beat you last Tuesday? What you doing
But-
back again today?
But you didn't kill me.
And what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Go, Berserker! Or whatever new guy that they found. I don't know.
I feel like trying to wrangle Berserker is like that scene in Goblin Slayer when he tries to choke out the Goblin Lord with a strand of hair.
Yeah.
You will be my servant!
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
じゃあレイジを使い切ったらそうすれば他のサーバントと契約できないし自由になったサーバントも他のマスターとくっつくだろう
Carrot
Good
Top, what are you
question.
doing?
待ってそれは
それはその通りだ。レイジさえ使い切ってしまえばマスターの責務からは解放されるな。
Okay.
もっとも強力な魔術を行えるレイジを無駄に使うなどという魔術師が
What
いる
Rin
と
was
は
basically about to
思
say
えない
was, that's unthinkable.
Yeah, like, who would be stupid enough to do that?
I don't know, somebody who has no stake in what it means to be a mage in the first place, because being a mage is not what it's all cracked up to be.
Right.
In this world, anyway.
Yeah.
Gotta follow all these rules and bend our knee to the association and occasionally play nice with the church.
Yeah. Also, for the guy who's like, I literally did not sign up for this. It was thrust upon me. Which, to be fair, I am a little grateful because if it didn't happen, I'd be dead right now, but that's beside the point.
No witnesses very quickly turned into white woman spotted, so, here we are.
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
Lays eyes on one non-Japanese woman, doesn't know how to act.
I think there were a few other factors in play there, but I mean, you're not wrong about that one either.
いたとしたら、そいつは半人前どころか、ただのふぬけということだろう。
The priest laughs as if he can see right through me. This is starting to get to me. The priest's tone is provoking.
納得がいったか。ならばルールの説明はここまでだ。
And if.
I know. Dang.
Pulled out the King James English.
I know. I guess you are really a priest.
You're gonna say that a lot.
All right. Oh, so yes. Now let us return to where we began.
君はマスターになったつもりはないと言ったが、それは今でも同じなのか。マスターを放棄するというのならそれもよかろう。君が今考えた通り、レイジを使い切ってセーバーとの契約を立てばよい。その場合、聖杯戦争が終わるまで、君の安全は私が保証する。
Before we continue, do you remember what I said about how I would handle choices that lead to bad ends? Because I don't remember.
You said that you would allow me to make my own choices, but you would point out like very specific scenarios where it's like, hey, this is one of those crossroads, choose wisely.
Okay. Just asking for no reason.
Tell me that we're approaching a crossroad without telling me that we're approaching a crossroad.
It is less of a crossroads than you think. Like, it'll be so obvious.
なんだってあんたに安全を保証されなくちゃいけないんだ。自分
The
の
sauce
身が
came out a
自分
little
で
bit
守
there.
る。
私とて、お前に構うほど暇ではない。だがこれも決まりである。
Dang. Okay. The priestly meter has started to decrease again.
私は繰り返される聖杯戦争を監督するために派遣された。故に聖杯戦争による犠牲は最小限にとどめなくてはならないのだ。マスターで亡くなった魔術師を保護するのは監督役として最優先事項なのだよ。
繰り返される聖杯戦争。
Yeah. It keeps
You Ren
happening.
knows this. We don't.
Right. Shoto mate. Hold on a minute. It repeats? Does that mean a battle like this happened before?
それどういうことだよ。聖杯戦争っていうのは今に始まったことじゃないのか。
無論だ。でなければ監督役などというものが派遣されると思うか。
Well, when you put it like that.
生
Right.
異物を回収する任を帯びる特務局の末端でな。本来は聖十字の調査、回収を旨とするが、ここでは聖杯の査定の任を帯びている。
Interesting. Organization's original goal is to investigate and recover the true cross, which I presume.
It refers exactly to what you think it refers to, yes.
But yeah, okay.
More formally, they are referred to as inquisitors or executors.
Okay.
They just happen to occasionally do some zombie killing on the side.
Not what I was expecting the follow up to be, but all right, we'll roll with it.
What they're called, executors. Execute.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I was just expecting other things to be executed, like demons, evil spirits.
You just forgot about zombies, that's all.
Yeah, like zombies was not. Hell, it's a Pokemon.
Look, do you see a zombie outbreak breaking out right now? No? You can thank the church.
Oh man, fantastic. Do love me a good, be purified in the light of the Lord.
Look upon me and see that even I am he. There is no God beside me. Fucking Deuteronomy. That shit goes too hard.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
極東の地に観測された第726聖杯を調査し、これが正しいものであるのなら回収し、
That's a thesaurus
そう
word.
でなけ
Hang
れば
on.
否定しろとな。
Oh, repudiate. That is the one thing that I love about reading. You get to encounter and read all the random little words that you were forced to potentially encounter when studying for the SAT, but you never actually learn.
Let's see here. Verb. Deny the truth or validity of. If it is the real grail, they'll take it. If it's not, they can say, that's not the real thing, y'all can have it.
Interesting.
I love me some good old words that make me go, wow, English really is a hack fraud of a language.
Yeah. I just read to encounter my favorite words. Like my asthma.
726って聖杯ってのはそんなにたくさんあるのか。
さあ、少なくともらしきものならばそれだけの数が。
Lead with that first!
Right.
Giving us heart attacks.
そしてその中の一つがこの町で観測される聖杯であり、聖杯戦争だ。記録では200年ほど前が一度目の戦いになっている。以後約50年周期でマスターたちの戦いは繰り返されている。聖杯戦争はこれで5度目。前回が10年前であるから今までで最短のサイクルということになる。
Okay, we have specific numbers now.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, hold on, is this supposed to be happening every 50 years? We know the
Something
last
ain't
one.
adding up.
Yeah.
正気かお前ら。こんなことを今まで4度も続けてきたっ
That's
て。
what I'm saying.
4 times already? I think it's a little more than that.
Well, at least in this country.
Yeah.
まったく同感だ。お前の言う通り、連中はこんなことを何度も繰り返してきたのだよ。そう。過去繰り返された聖杯戦争は、ことごとく苛烈を極めてきた。マスターたちは斧が欲望に突き動かされ、魔術師としての教えを忘れ、ただ無差別に殺し合いを行った。君も知っていると思うが、魔術師にとって魔術を一般社会で使用することは 第一の罪悪だ。魔術師だが、過去のマスターたちはそれを破った。魔術協会は彼らを戒めるために監督役を派遣したが、それが間に合ったのは3度目の聖杯戦争でな。その時に派遣されたのが私の父というわけだが、納得がいったか少年。
Hit him with a shonen.
I know. Flashes back to a certain common writer that David and I recently finished. The main writer, Hibiki, he just refers to the main character, supporting character, duagonist. There we go. We'll call him that.
Deuteragonist?
Not that. But he just always refers to him as Shonen, never actually using his name. Like literally the entire show, all like there's 48 episodes. We went through like 45, 46 of them of him just being Shonen.
Thinking about Vegeta always calling Krillin Bald Man and nothing else.
Exactly.
監督役が必要な理由は分かった。けど、今の話からすると、この聖杯戦争っていうのはとんでもなくタチが悪いものなんじゃないのか。
Okie dokie.
ほう。たちが悪いとはどのあたり
だ。だって以前のマスターたちは魔術師のルールを破るような奴らだったんだろ。なら仮に聖杯があるとして、最後まで勝ち残った奴が聖杯を私利私欲で使うような奴だったらどうする。平気で人を殺すような奴にそんなものが渡ったらまずいだろ。魔術師を監視するのが教会の仕事なら、あんたはそういう奴を罰するべきじゃないのか。
It's true. They claim to put themselves up as the mage police. I'm hoping to finally confuse him with this question. I think that's not going to happen. It's a valiant effort, but I don't think that's going to happen. But as I figured, Kotomine just laughs condescendingly.
まさか私利私欲で動かぬ魔術師などおるまい。我々が管理するのは聖杯戦争の決まりだけだ。その後のことなど知らん。
そんなバカな。じゃあ聖杯を手に入れたマスターが最悪なやつだったらどうするんだよ。
困るな。だが私たちではどうしようもない。持ち主を選ぶのは聖杯だ。そして聖杯に選ばれたマスターを止める力など私たちにはない。
Fair enough, because if they've managed to go through this entire war and come out on top, and now they have quite literal, quote unquote,
right.
infinite power in their hands, makes sense. Welcome
Did I
back.
literally just miss him saying, what if someone awful gets the grail?
Yes, and Kotomine is responding, saying, yeah, it would be bad. Too bad. The Holy Grail is an object of infinite power, and we are just little people that do not have the ability to go against that.
I mean, are you going to tell the chalice that had the blood of God no?
I mean, yeah, I'll tell it no. It's not going to do nothing. But yeah, I'll tell it no.
This is why you're the favorite.
Bad chalice, Matt.
Meanwhile in heaven, he just smacked the chalice.
I turn around and there's a certain Vorful bunny standing at the other end of the church. Oh no. I got a holy hand grenade.
何しろ望みを叶える暁だ。手に入れたものはやりたい放題だろうさ。
I'm sure, implying that you don't know this at 100%.
しかし、それが嫌だというのなら、お前が勝ち残ればいい。他人を当てにするより
Padre really said if it bothers you that much, do something about it.
確実だろう。
This is true. That is the most guaranteed way to alleviate all worries. Kodomine is clearly trying to suppress his laughter. It's like he's enjoying watching my awkward resistance to becoming a master.
どうした少年。今のはいいアイデアだと思うのだが、参考にする気はないのかな。
そんなの余計なお世話だ。第一、俺には戦う理由がない。聖杯なんてものに興味はないし、マスターなんて言われても実感が湧かない。
ほう。では聖杯を手に入れた人間が何をするか、それによって災厄が起きたとしても興味はないのだな。
それは。
He really does just know which buttons to push. I can't argue. That's your cue, Hell.
Oh, damn. This guy's just so hard to deal with. I looked away for 2 seconds because I remember the middle management orc that was talking to Saruman about factory output. Okay, I'm sorry.
That is so specific and so random.
And yet you know exactly who I'm talking about.
I do know exactly who you're talking about. Oh gosh. He doesn't care about my feelings, and he is relentless with the information he pushes on me.
理由がないのならそれも結構。ならば、10年前の出来事にも
Excuse
お
you.
前は関心を持たないのだな。
Dang, he really just said, "All right, I see you teetering. Let me just pull out the sledgehammer and knock you off the wall."
I guess you're gonna have to miss the panty raid.
Panty raid? You're talking about girls? Girls?
I need to put Kirei in Patrick's fucking swim trunks now.
Oh gosh. Man, imagining him saying that with his voice, Lord have mercy.
We could get Crispin Freeman to do it. We could.
Yeah?
10年前。
Hey, remember when Rin was like, "Hey, don't open his wounds. I just want you to explain what to do."
Mm-hmm. Let's see if she cuts in again.
そうだ。前回の聖杯戦争の最後にな。ふさわしくないマスターが聖杯に触れた。そのマスターが何を望んでいたかは知らん。我々にわかるのは、その時に残された災害の爪痕だけだ。
Interesting.
Rin didn't tell that part.
Interesting. Yeah, because like my assumption was that, okay, somebody was fighting and then they kicked over someone's brazier or something like that, and then look at that, the whole neighborhood up in flames. But interesting. The war basically ended. The master got the grail, and then all of a sudden,
Pompeii.
basically. Also, Eric, it's your favorite moment. Do the thing. A bot has arrived.
Diosito santo.
I like how you said that, and then it's like jazz music stops. The organ stopped.
he heard me see you. He heard me use the Lord's name in vain.
Dang. For a second, the image of that
Of
hell
that
flashes
hell.
before my eyes.
待ってくれ。まさか、それは。
そうだ。この町に住む者なら誰もが知っている出来事だよ。エミヤシロ。死傷者500名。焼け落ちた建物は実に134棟。未だもって原因不明とされるあの火災こそが聖杯戦争による爪痕だ。
I feel sick. My vision blurs. I lose my focus and I can't concentrate. My legs are about to buckle. Before that can happen, I plant my feet. I grip my teeth to maintain my composure. Raw, seething anger is the only thing holding my nausea at bay.
エミヤ君どうしたのよいきなり顔面真っ白にしちゃって
If you know anything about Emiya, he can have a pretty nasty bitch face when he tries.
ほらなんなら少し休んだり
It's
す
not a
る
resting bitch face.
Yeah.
It's just that once you see it, you go, oh, I did not realize the cinnamon roll was capable of making that face. That's when you go, do I trust that man for wrench if I have the possibility of making him mad?
As long as you don't go in the room while he's working, it'll be fine.
Never get in the way of a mechanic and his work.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're there to support. All right, hand me a socket wrench. 3/4. Here you go.
Oh, God. So you're a junior too, right?
Yup.
Joe Daddy ever tell you to just hold the flashlight for him?
Oh yeah, like that is my dad's vocation. Like that is just what he does, either as a side job or as a main job. Like he is very much the people, well, not the people. He is very much the person that people come to whenever they have issues because he just knows how to solve any and all problems, quote unquote.
I've never felt more useless in my life than that flashlight made me feel.
That's funny. Yeah, because he always would bring me with him. Be like, "Hey, we're going to go insert random name of family friend, like work on their card. Thing is happening," and yeah, always go with them. Hold the flashlight. Go retrieve. Insert random tool here from one of like 3 different tool bags. Yeah. I've learned like a thing or 3, but most of it just lost to the ether.
Yeah.
Like, you know. I can always go bother him whenever something comes up. And I don't want to take it to an actual, like, dealership mechanic or something. Like, hey, this thing is happening. Oshiete, tell me what the problem is. I must have really looked pale. I know it's rare for someone like Tosaka to be concerned about the likes of me. Dang.
What a put down. Holy crap. Like, that was self-inflicted.
Oh.
But he really aimed a pistol at the mirror.
遠坂の変な顔を見たら治った。
Okay. Like, come on now, where'd that haughty expression go? Looking like you're acting like you're better than everybody.
Girl is literally two-faced.
Mm-hmm.
"ちょっと、それどういう意味よ?"
いや、タイはないんだ。言葉通りの意味だから気にするな。
Okay.
ならいいけど、余計に悪いじゃない、このド変僕。
Dolhan Boku, oh my gosh.
I know. The school's honor student, Ren Tosaka, smacks me upside the head. Dang. What happened to all that concern about me not being okay? Needing to go sit over here because I'm looking extra pale. And just like that, I collapse. You die.
The singular hit point that Suda had after his duel. What's it matter? I would have been dead anyway.
Oh,
KO. KO.
That's how it went. That's how
Almost.
it went.
I did not have a lot of health left, and she was a very strong woman.
Mm-hmm. It did not take much. Gosh. And just like that, my nausea and anger disappear.
サンキュー。本当に助かったから、あんまりいじめないでくれ、遠坂。今はもう少し聞かなくちゃいけないことがある。
It's definitely an interesting character trait, the way they have him use more loan words than any other Japanese character.
Yes.
Because again, Kiritsugu, but I'm pretty sure Shiro mentioned that he traveled the world a lot, even when Shiro was still at the house.
Yes. Yes.
So I think
He
we
very
know
much
where you
was-
picked.
Yeah.
I think we got a pretty good idea where he picked that up at the very least.
True. Yeah. He very much was the the 7-year-old child pulling out the step stool in the kitchen. All right, I'm home alone. Let me go cook myself some dinner.
Grabs the Kraft mac and cheese, takes a quick look over at a cereal box. I have a great idea. 30 minutes later. Bleh, I will never have a good idea again.
Oh gosh. That really do be just how it is. Every kid
7
has that one thing that's like, this sounds like the best idea ever, and then discovers how wrong that they were.
There are two kinds of people who can come to those discoveries. 7-year-olds and 25-year-old drunkards. You ever seen someone so drunk they started dipping fried chicken in peanut butter? Don't
No.
choke. Don't choke.
Oh, don't worry, I'm good. No, I have never seen such a thing. I did, however, run across a video that my friend sent me of this guy that was so drunk that like the next morning as he's like waking up and he's like starting to clean up everything, he notices like a bar of Dove soap with several bites having been taken out of it. Like it's got a sizable dent in it. And he mentions that yeah, like I've heard of like, Dove chocolate, but not like a Dove white chocolate. And there's like bites out of this bar of soap, and now whenever I drink water, he takes a sip of water, and then he's like, yeah, now like whenever I drink water, I like taste soap, and then he like hiccups, and then like a bubble starts to form.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, imagine being so far gone that you just don't even notice. But,
For the record, the fried chicken and peanut butter did not stay in his stomach very long.
I bet. I bet.
Brother said, I think this is how they discovered Reese's Pieces. No, that is not how that works. You're gonna have a bad trip in a few hours, friend.
I mean, they're not entirely correct. Reese's does have peanut butter, and there will be some pieces. It's just not what you're thinking of. Oh gosh. Thankfully, I've never been one to cut loose to that degree, so I have no terrible stories of complete stupidity.
You don't seem like the type to drink in the first place.
I do.
I figured you did. It's just like,
Mhm.
it's hard to picture you with a beer in hand, you know?
Yeah, I'm not a beer fan, so that would be the reason why.
Oh no, I love wine coolers personally. Like, if you get me a Seagram's, like a Jamaican Me Happy, that'll get me through the night.
Good choice. Yeah, because like I don't like the like raw taste of alcohol. Like it'll be one thing if I'm like taking a shot, but like if I'm having like a full drink, you'll never catch me like, yes, give me a whiskey on the rocks. Never happening.
Yeah, no,
Mixed
like,
drinks, ooh wee, that is where you will get me every time.
like
But
I'm not drinking alcohol because I like the taste of alcohol, you know?
right, exactly,
So I may as well enjoy it to get there.
exactly. Like I appreciate it for the flavor profile that it adds, like whenever you have a good mixed drink, but yeah, or like a wine that I too would drink straight. I do like a good wine.
It's hard to go wrong with red, green, or even white. Green? What the hell am I talking? Purple.
I was like,
I don't think your wine's supposed to be green.
I mean, I'm not going to totally discount it because I know that there are multiple ways to make wine. Like, one of my favorites is the strawberry wine that I bought on a whim, and so good. But yeah, I'm like, I've never heard of a green wine. I'm not going to ever claim to be an expert. So like, I was just going to let it slide. Oh, but good to know. Not crazy. Oh gosh. Something in her expression suggests she thinks she's hasn't hit me enough, but she lets me continue anyways. The beatings will resume once we leave, she says, with her eyes.
ほう、まだ質問があるのか。いいぞ。
I
言いたいことは全て言ってしまえ。
The only thing that makes me think, yeah, no, this is absolutely a priest, and I'm not even talking about the fact he's wearing his vestments and, his crucifix. I'm talking about the
That's
fact...
irrelevant. Like, anybody could get that at a cosplay shop.
Exactly. The thing I'm thinking about right now is his sleaziness. He's sleazy like a priest. Not all priests are sleazy, but there's a particular type of priestly sleaze that makes you go, yeah, no, that's a priest.
Yeah. Sure, he knows exactly what I want to ask, but he urges me on anyway. Fine by me. I'm not letting him get the better of me. I'm just like, why are you so committed to this? But all right, let's see what you got, kiddo.
じゃあ聞く。あんた、聖杯戦争は今回が2
Ah.
回目だって言ったな。
There's a question you probably weren't thinking yet.
今まで聖杯を手に入れたやつはいるのか？
I mean, he literally just said, quote unquote, that
増巻全滅などという決めは起きん。
that 10 years ago, the last one, quote unquote, obtained the Holy Grail, and that's what led to the fire, theoretically. So, it's a valid assumption. I just took it for granted.
It is also still a very good question, though.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because how else are they supposed to go and validate that, yes, we are searching for the true Holy Grail. This one that you have received ain't it. It's fake.
Be gone with ye.
Mm-hmm.
じゃあ、
早まるな。手に入れるだけならば簡単だ。何しろ聖杯自体はこの教会で管理している。手に取るだけならば私は毎日触れているぞ。
Whoa, that's crazy. I'm not sure the Holy Grail likes you caressing it every day. Where else would Holy Grail be?
最もそれは器だけだ。
Both of their
中身が
expressions.
空なのだよ。先ほどリンが言った
He's
が
referring to the physical thing that will eventually have the spiritual part.
Right. Which makes sense.
There are some halves at play here. That's why we need the church in this scenario.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
この教会に保管してあるのは極めて精巧に作られた聖杯のレプリカだ。これを触媒にして本物の聖杯を降霊させ願いを叶える杯に
Note
する。
he did say a man,
そうだ
though.
な。マスターとサーバントの関係に近いな。
I don't like those odds if we're on number 5, you know?
そうやって一時的に本物となった聖杯を手にした男は確かにい
Interesting. Temporarily turned real.
Temporary, not temporarily. It's an important
Oh.
difference.
Yes. Okay. But yeah, I guess it really is just like the master servant summoning. You have thing that's related to your target thing person that you want to summon, and you do the thing. In this case, we have a really good replica, so of course the real one's gonna be like, "Hey, you look just like me." Well, it's all-
It very much comes down to like that concept of yin and yang, naturally.
Mhm, mhm.
You need the physical and the spiritual together in tandem to make any of this work.
Right. Also, Sam is chilling. Thanks for the follow.
Oh, that's my Oomphy!
Nice.
She mentioned she was going to have us on in the background for the sake of good audio, and I do believe we are very good audio.
I agree. Or at least no one's posting in chat saying, "Hey, yo, your audio is trash. You should do better."
Yeah, no, we haven't heard from Regular in a month.
You're right. Been quite some time.
じゃあ、 聖杯は本物だったのか。あ、いや、手にしたっていうそいつは一体どうなったんだ。
Important questions.
Yeah. What happens next? Because if somebody's already done got it, why are we still doing this every time?
Yeah, like, why are we back?
Yeah.
And after 10 years of that.
Yeah, because usually it's once you obtain it, it's gone forever type thing. See you again in the next location, maybe? Because, like they were implying, there's many Holy Grails. We gotta ascertain whether or not they're legit.
どうにもならん。その聖杯は完成には至らなかった。バカな男がつまらぬ干渉に流された結果だよ。
So he grabbed it physically. He just malfunctioned, I guess?
Yeah, or there wasn't a proper joining of physical and spiritual balance. And so, yeah, like we're saying, some malfunction. Honey. I don't know what happened to his overbearing attitude from a moment before, but the priest suddenly looks, of all things, regretful.
どういうことだ。聖杯は現れたんじゃないのか。
聖杯を表すだけならば簡単だ。7人のサーバントが揃い、時間が経てば聖杯は現れる。リンの言う通り、確かに他のマスターを殺める必要などないのだ。だがそれでは聖杯は完成しない。あれは自らを得るにふさわしい持ち主を選ぶ。故に、戦いを回避した男には聖杯など手に入らなかった。
Ah, right. We did forget about, or at least I forgot about that factor. The Holy Grail does get a say in this. If it, in fact, looks at you and says, I don't like your vibe, goodbye, then that's that. Even if you were the quote-unquote one who won it all.
Or even if not necessarily that you won, but you were the one who managed to nab it.
Yeah.
要するに他のマスターと決着をつけずに聖杯を手に入れても無意味ってことでしょ。
Got it. So no sneaking into the church to steal the Holy Grail while no one's looking.
前回一番初めに聖杯を手に入れたマスターはアマちゃんだったのよ。敵のマスターとは戦いたくないなんて言って聖杯から逃げたんだから。
Osaka almost spits the words, then goes back to averting her eyes from Kotomine.
嘘。
Does that mean Kotomine was one of the masters from the previous war? And even though he obtained the Holy Grail, he dropped out because he refused to fight?
琴峰。あんた戦わなかったのか。
途中まで戦いはした。だが判断を間違えた。結果として私は空の聖杯を手にしただけだ。
Okay, so that tells me another route available to me. So we got one route where I just drop out completely. Then there's a route where I screw up so bad that I only get an empty grail. And then assumedly one where I actually win it all. So that's at least 3 routes. Probably.
もっとも私ではそれが限界だったろう。何しろ他のマスターたちはどいつもこいつも化け物
That's
ぞろいだった
right, he did get knocked out of the running early.
私は真っ先にサーバントを失い、そのまま父に保護されたよ。
Right, because his dad was the previous administrator.
Mm-hmm.
思えば監督役の息子がマスターに選ばれる
Yeah, it seems like a conflict of
その時点
interest.
であってはならぬことだったの。
Especially if, you know, you were both church members. Because look at you now. There's no way you weren't a church member back then.
Mm-hmm. Like you, in fact, did not have the. All right, I went to prison for 10 years, found God, and now I'm a devout Christian as a result. Type of thing going on.
父はその折に亡くなった以後私は監督役を引き継ぎこの教会で聖杯を守っている
Interesting. I was wondering, now why isn't your dad still leading things? Did he get shipped off to a separate church? Hence the reason why you took over here, or no, he's just dead. Okay. Kotamine turns his back to me as he speaks. There is reverence in his voice, and I see the devotion in his eyes before he turns.
話はここまでだ聖杯を手にする資格がある者はサーバントを従えたマスターのみ君たち7人が最後の一人となった時聖杯はおのずと勝者のもとに現れようその戦い聖杯戦争に参加するかの意思をここで決めよう
The priest looks straight down at me, demanding my final decision. I'm at a loss for words. Earlier, I had no reason to fight. Now I have a reason and the will to fight. But can I truly say as much?
まだ迷っているのかいいかマスターというものはなろうとしてなれるものではないそこにいるリンは長く魔術師として修練してきたがだからといってマスターになるのが決定されていたわけではないのだ決定されていたものがあるとすればそれは心構えができていたかいないかだけだろうマスターに選ばれるのは魔術師だけだ魔術師ならばとうに覚悟などできていようそれがないというのならば仕方があるまいお前もお前を育てた師も出来損ないだそんな魔術師に戦われても迷惑だからな今ここで霊樹を消してしまえ
It's like, now how much you want to bet that Shiro is going to blow up because he calls his mentor a failure? Papa and Mia. He doesn't need to ask anything else. Alright, here we go. Our fork in the road. All right, we're wrapping up the stream right here, right now. Destroy the seal. See y'all all in the next series. No, I'm kidding. It would be really funny. But yeah, we'll fight. We'll try to get as far as we can in these routes and try to make it to the win. We'll
I can
see.
be your hero, baby. I can take away the pain.
Exactly. I'm not going to run away. To be honest, all this Holy Grail War and Master stuff doesn't feel real to me. But if my only choices are to fight or run, I'll never run away. Even the priest told me that I should be prepared if I'm of age. That's why I need to decide. Shiro Amiya is a mage, even if not yet a fully fledged one. I've always admired Kirisugu Amiya, and I decided to follow in his footsteps to be a champion of justice. So I need to.
10年前の火事の原因が聖杯戦争だって言うんなら俺は あんな出来事を二度も起こさせるわけにはいかない。
Go forth, young Heracles.
Ain't that the truth? Go forth, conquer, show them what it's all about, and I don't know, do great things once you win. I don't know what you're gonna wish for. The priest gives me a satisfied smile, as if he likes my answer. I take a deep breath. I'm done wavering. A man has said he's going to fight. The only thing to do from now on is to move forward, head held high, so I can live up to that.
それでは君をセーバーのマスターと認めよう。この瞬間に今回の聖杯戦争は受理された。これよりマスターが残り一人になるまでこの町における魔術戦を許可する。各々が自身の誇りに従い存分に競い合え。
Yeah, in accordance with their own principles. Looking at you, Lancer's master, who almost went and drained a whole high school of children's mana and energy.
Ah, yes, the Blood Fort.
Yes, that's the word. Priest's voice echoes heavily through the chapel. The declaration is utterly meaningless. I don't know, I think it kind of has a bit more of a meaning. Like the ribbon cutting. Go! The shot has been fired. Only Tosaka and I are here to hear it anyways. He just rang a metaphorical bell to kick things off as a formality, I guess. Yeah, exactly.
決まりね。それじゃあ帰るけど、私も一つぐらい質問していい？キレ。
構わんよ。これが最後かもしれんのだ。大抵の疑問には答えよ。
それじゃあ遠慮なく。キレ、あんた見届け役なんだから、他のマスターの情報ぐらいは知ってるんでしょ？こっちは教会のルールに従ってあげたんだから、それぐらい教えなさい。
You really about to hit him with the, hey yo, we go way back. Hit me with that intel though.
それは困ったな。教えてやりたいのは山々だが、私も詳しくは知らんのだ。
Interesting. But doesn't everyone need to come by and say, hey, I'm registering for this Holy Grail War. Here's my ID and my servant. Or something.
エミやシローも含め、今回は正規の魔術師が少ない。私が知り得るマスターは2人だけだ。エミやシローを加えれば3人か。
Interesting. So we got illegitimate mages coming out the woodworks trying to get them a Holy Grail.
It has been 10 years rather than 50.
Right. Makes you wonder, like, how did they know that, hey, this is going to be the place? Well, I guess in the mage circle, you just know, hey, there's Holy Grail wars happening in this place, that place, and this other place, or whatever. But, like, how do they know that, yes, it's happening 10 years after the last one instead of, the typical 50-year cycle? Do they just get a letter in the mail saying, coming soon, a Holy Grail war near you. If you want to participate, you better get summoning. Or what?
I feel like, as mages, they're in tune enough with the mana ley lines to at least get a feel for when the next one's going to happen.
A quite literal tremor in the force.
If not that, I'm sure the church has something they're hiding about how they know.
Makes sense.
I mean, it's multi-generational at this point. Kirei and his father Rise have been in here for at least 3 wars. Like,
Mm-hmm.
あ、そう。なら呼び出された順番ならわかるでしょ。仮にも監視役なんだから。
Does that imply that he has some type of glorified tablet that says list of valid servants, and then they just start lighting up as they get summoned or something?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. Sometimes it just comes down to the church knows things and we need to be afraid.
This tracks. Carry on.
1番手はバーサーか。
Okay.
2番手はキャスターだな。
Mm-hmm.
あとはそう大差はない。先日にアーチャー、そして数時間前にセイバーが呼び出された。
Hmm.
There are a couple things we're missing here, Kirei.
There's more than a couple. A good few, in fact. There's a Lancer that we know for sure. And...
Rider and Assassin are both question marks.
Right.
そう。それじゃあこれで。
正式に聖杯戦争が開始されたということだ。リン、聖杯戦争が終わるまでこの教会に足を運ぶことは許されない。許されるとしたらそれは
Friend, like, boy, you ain't gotta tell me that. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for this guy.
Just a little Fonzie. Hey!
Love Fonzie.
自分のサーバントを失って保護を願う場合のみでしょ。それ以外にあんたを頼ったら減点ってことね。
そうだ。おそらく君が勝者になるだろうが減点がついては教会が黙っていない。連中はつまらない論議の末君から聖杯を奪い取るだろう。
No faith at all in
私
us.
としては最悪の展開だ。
Interesting. The church will take the Holy Grail for whatever reason, which implies that once you have it and you make your wish, you hold on to it or something? Or do they just be like, all right, the winner has been decided, they got the grail, move, 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 steal it right out their hands? Like, what? Also, why would it be the worst possible outcome? Well, actually, probably just because of the fact that he, as the church official, if he were caught helping her, then that would be like, you're supposed to be the impartial judge. So, never mind.
エセ神父、教会の人間が魔術協会の肩を持つのね。
私は神に仕える身だ。
Remember how I said that he's much more Protestant than you'd expect?
Yeah. Yeah.
This was the moment where I was like, okay, what kind of Catholic are you? Hold on.
よく言うわ。だからエセなのよ、あんたは。
But that's the correct answer. Anyways.
It's all fun and games till the Pope Mobile pulls up to Fuyuki, you know?
He gets out. So I heard you've been talking crap.
So I heard you was talking bad about the church, saying you serve God and not the church. Aren't you forgetting something, Kirei? I am the church.
Oh my gosh.
I like the
Tosaka
Pope.
turns her back on the priest. What was
The
that?
Pope smokes. I like the Pope. The Pope smokes dope.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I agree. At least from what little I have seen and heard of him.
Every time someone's mad at him, it's mostly because he's being a nice Catholic.
Yeah. Less
Don't get me
fire
wrong,
and
I'm
brimstone, more being
More
one with
I
the people.
more I hope hell is empty.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's an issue somewhere in there. I don't doubt there's an issue somewhere in there. But every time I see someone getting mad at him, it's never for those reasons.
Yeah.
Papa Francesco, I didn't realize he had haters like that. I didn't realize.
Yeah. You know, he's going against their narrative. So of course they're going to be upset. And thus, without saying goodbye, she makes her way towards the exit.
おい、そんなんでいいのか、遠坂。あいつ、お前の兄弟子なんだろ。なら、
Couldn't she have a little more to say than that? I mean, she's been avoiding the guy, not answering his phone calls for who knows how long. They obviously are not buddy best friends.
いいわよそんなの。むしろ縁が切れてせいせいするぐらいだもの。そんなことよりあなたも外に出なさい。
That's right.
もうこの
We
教会
left
に用
our
はないから。
ghostly tag along outside in the rain.
It wasn't raining, I don't think. That I recall.
Right, we just put her in a raincoat because we wanted to make her look ridiculous. That's right.
Yeah, and you know, not be walking around town looking like she's straight out of New England with a giant sword sheath at the very least at her side. So, you know. Also, very obviously foreigner.
Yeah. You don't really see a lot of natural blondes in Japan.
Yeah. That only happens in JRPGs. Always that one transfer student.
God, they are killing that organ, though.
Mm-hmm. Tosaka cuts through the chapel without stopping and leaves the church. I sigh and follow Tosaka. But then I sense something and turn around. Kirei jump scared.
I don't know how he was so quiet when he's wearing dress shoes.
You know, there's carpet in here.
There really ain't. That was a white floor.
Oh, I don't recall seeing the floor. I just assumed. But he's a mage person. He probably used a little something.
A little bit of a ninja high tiptoe.
Yeah. I don't know when he caught up, but the priest is right behind me, looking down at me, menacingly.
なんだよ。まだなんかあるっていうのか。
I do find it interesting the way that Shiro consistently, at any point possible, uses the rudest Japanese he can.
Yes.
Well, no, technically rudest would probably be like nonste, right?
I honestly don't know.
Because I know when Josuke first got insulted by his senior about his hair, he was like, "Oi, Senpai. Nanste. I know
Yeah,
that.
you're right.
I know
Yep,
that
yep.
was as rude as it gets for Josuke. For Shiro, I'm not sure yet. Because again,
Hmm.
only known the man to make one F-bomb drop in the entire series before this translation.
Yeah. I'm talking big, but I take a step back because this giant man is a little too close for comfort.
Gotta
I
put the
am a
fear of
church and
God.
he is a priest. Need I
Gotta put
say
the
more?
fear. Gotta put the fear of God in his hands.
Yeah.
This priest scares the hell out of me. That's his job, Shiro.
This is true. He's supposed to get you to heaven, so he's got to scare that out of you. That's a good point. I don't know what it is. Maybe he just rubs me the wrong way. Whatever it is, I can't make myself like him.
話がないなら帰るからな。
I head to the exit, trying to escape his stare. But at that moment,
喜べ少年。君の願いはようやく叶う。
Nani? What wish? The priest speaks like he's some kind of divine oracle. Those words, aren't they a reflection of my true feelings? Shiro Amiya's true intentions? That I wasn't even aware of?
何をいきなり。
分かっていたはずだ。明確な悪がいなければ君の望みは叶わない。たとえそれが君にとって容認し得ぬものであろうと、正義の味方には倒すべき悪が必要だ。
You right. You right. You can't actually be a hero without something to defeat. Also, how'd you know that? You been stalking me? Everything around me seems to go dark. The priest says, Shiro Amiya's greatest wish and his ugliest wish are two sides of the same coin. Yeah, that's true. That's right. My wish is to protect something. Means that I'm also wishing for something something to protect people from.
お前。
But I would never wish for something like that. Not consciously. The unconscious, however, it just be doing stuff sometime. I don't even remember ever desiring that. A wish so unstable just means that what I'm aspiring to is contradictory. Yet the priest brings it up, as if to say, good thing you have an enemy now. Go forth and conquer.
何？取り繕うことはない。君の葛藤は人間としてとても正しい。
I try to shake off the priest's words and head
さ
outside.
らばだ、エミヤシロ。最後の忠告になるが、帰り道には気をつけたまえ。
Yeah, you're gonna be walking home with a certain lady that has been defeated, and you will have your servant, so that will make things a little easier to not be attacked by Tosaka. Everybody else, however,
これより君の世界は一変する。君は殺し、殺される側の人間になった。その身はすでにマスターなのだからな。
As soon as I leave, the weight on my shoulders seems to lift. It might be because I'm away from the priest, but it might also be because I see Tosaka, conspicuous in her uniform, and the blonde girl in a raincoat. The slightly mismatched sight of these two standing together relieves whatever pressure I felt. Saber is still silent. She looks at me and seems to want to know what I decided.
行きましょう。町に戻るまでは一緒でしょ、私たち。
Osaka starts walking, her pace brisk, because it's late at night and it's a lot cold. Saber and I follow suit, and the three of us leave the church grounds. We walk down the hill. We hadn't talked much on the way here, but there's even less conversation on the way back. Even someone as dull as me knows why. After our visit to the church, I accepted my position as a master. That must be why Tosaka is keeping her distance. I get it, but I don't like the idea of seeing Tosaka in that light.
お前のサーバント大丈夫なのか？
え？あ、うん。あーちゃんなら無事よ。まあ、セイバーにやられたダメージは簡単に消えそうにないから、しばらく実体化はさせられないだろうけど。
Brother's gonna be taking a backseat. Okay.
He's lucky that Shiro is such a nice guy, because he could really be like, thanks for the intel, Saber. Do what you do, girl. And look at that, problem solved. One down.
He's a very good boy.
He is a very good boy. I agree.
He is kind of like Labrador energy.
Yeah.
Maybe more like a beagle or a border collie. Sheepdog. He's a sheepdog.
I can get with that. Does that mean he isn't by your side? Yeah.
私の家でかくまってる状態。今他のサーバントに襲われたら不利だから、傷が治るまでは有利な場所で敵に備えさせてるの。
Ah, yes, the rule of stands and other stands.
Yes. I see. Unlike my house, I'm sure Tosaka's house is well fortified against enemies. A mage's home is like a fortress. There's not much chance of defeating them there, which means the enemies tend to not try attacking them at home. The bounded field around our house just notifies us of intruders, but even having that makes a big difference.
さっきやつ聖杯戦争の監督役って言ってたけどさ、あいつお前のサーバントを知ってるのか？
知らないはずよ。私教えてないもの。
そうなのか。お前とあいつ仲がいいから。
That's what you call getting along?
That's what I'm saying. I hate to see who you think get along badly. But then again, this is also coming from the guy that's like, yeah, I'm still like friends with a guy who's like, I hate your guts. If I could kill you, I 1000% would. Yeah, he's totally my friend. We just don't see eye to eye anymore. So, you know, this tracks.
あのね、ミヤ君。忠告しておくけど、自分のサーバントの正体は誰にも教えちゃダメよ。たとえ信用できる相手でも黙っておきなさい。そうでないと、早々に消えることになるから。
Sense?
セイバーの正体って何さ？
だから、サーバントがどこの英雄かっていうことよ。いくら強いからって、戦力を明かしてちゃいつか寝首をかかれるに決まってるでしょ。いいから後でセーバーから新名を教えてもらいなさい。そうすれば私の言ってることがわかる。 けどちょっとタンマエミヤ君はあれだからいっそ教えてもらわない方がいいわね。
Brother has like no mental protections up. Like,
Yeah.
like that's why one of the first things Orpheus always casted before bed was some kind of mental protection.
True.
なんで
At the
さ
very least, alarm.
Mm-hmm.
エミヤ君隠し事できないものなら知らない方が秘密にできるじゃない。
That's true. You can't tell a secret that you don't know.
Ah, the old playing a card without knowing what it is trick. I remember that from the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Exactly.
You can't read my mind if I don't know what I'm doing either.
I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. Ah, look at that. I really know how to draw. That's like really along the same exact vein as the way that I sometimes play Uno. Because
Don't look at your hand at all.
no, I've taken a step beyond that. I show everyone my hand.
Oop.
I just lay it on the table. More often than not, I still win.
Okay, Jotaro.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Like literally everyone in the group a little bit traumatized. Like they really don't want to play Uno with me very often. Like whenever I start like laying out my cards, they're like, oh no, this again?
Oh, my poor neck.
Oh gosh. A little funny.
A little
あ
bit.
のな人を何だと思ってるんだ。それぐらいの駆け引きはできるぞ俺。
そうじゃあ私に隠していることとかある？
Don't you use that tone of voice with me, Missy.
Oh no. Yeah, there's something I'm hiding from you. Like, tells like every secret that I've got. I mean, ooh,
遠坂に隠してることってそれは
dang.
He's getting nervous.
Mm-hmm. I feel a hot blush in my cheeks as she looks at me. I shouldn't feel guilty, but I wonder if secretly idolizing her even counts in this context. Yeah, it does. You will never hear the end of it. Don't do it. Do not let her find out.
Do not tell her now of all times.
Yeah. Yeah.
ほら見なさい。何を隠しているか知らないけど動揺が顔に出るようじゃ向いてないわ。
Called out his poker face and everything.
It's like, what poker face? I thought that was just a goofy grin. Oh,
あなたは
gosh.
他にいいところがあるんだから駆け引きなんて考えるのはやめなさい。
Oh, thank you for the compliment. I
What a
will take
sweetie.
it and run.
それじゃ遠坂はどうなんだよ。あの神父にも黙ってるってことはあいつも信用してないってことか。
Oh no, do you trust?
Right? Coming from the man who quite literally had a staring contest and said, I'm out of here, and then ran out the door like his life depended on it.
Yes, it probably did.
Right?
綺麗？まさか。私、あいつを信用するほどおめでたくないわ。あいつはね、教会から魔術協会にくら替えしたくせに、まだ教会に在籍している食わせ者なのよ。人の情報を他のマスターに売るぐらいはやりかねないわ。
Osaka huffs, obviously annoyed. Guess Osaka really doesn't trust that priest. I'm a little relieved, but at the same time, her tone of voice also conveys a sort of closeness with the priest. Cross the bridge. Nothing else to talk about. Our frosty white breath hangs in the winter air. The faint sound of flowing water bubbles up from beneath the bridge while we walk in the streetlight's illumination. All of those small details etch themselves into my memory. Oddly, I don't think to look at Tosaka's face. That's probably for the best. It feels like more of a rarity to be walking beside her than like this than it does to see her face. True. Me, Tosaka, and the girl called Saber, about whom I know nothing. The three of us, without doing anything in particular, walk back to our homes. We reach the intersection. It's where we will have to separate as our homes are in opposite directions.
ここでお別れね。義理は果たしたし、これ以上一緒にいると何かと面倒でしょ。きっぱり別れて、明日からは敵同士にならないと。
Alright, you heard it here, folks. She said, tomorrow we'll become enemies. It is currently 3 a.m. We've got another 21 hours of being allies. I think she's trying to bring closure to our ambiguous relationship. Tosaka starts talking, but suddenly cuts off. Then I realized something. She didn't explain the rules to me out of obligation. She was only trying to help me, as I knew literally nothing, to make things fair for me. And that's why the moment things have been explained, everything goes back to normal. All that's left is for us to fight each other as masters. But that would make her last words to me strange. Tosaka must admit it would be hard to fight if she feels empathy for me. For Tosaka, everything that happened tonight was unnecessary. Things would get complicated if we stuck together any longer. If that's how she feels, she shouldn't have gotten involved with me to begin with. She's smart enough to know that. But she helped me, even though it wouldn't benefit her in any way. That's how I know she had no ulterior motive for doing what she did tonight. She did it purely out of the kindness of her heart. Osaka is totally different now than she usually is at school. She's harsh and unfriendly at school, and that's just putting it mildly. But seeing her right now, I want to ask why. Hell.
I want to ask why the hell she acts the way she does when at school.
Honestly, the difference is on the level of fraud. But either way, Rin Tosaka is also exactly what everyone thinks she is.
遠坂っていいやつなんだな。
は？何よ突然。おだてたって手は抜かないわよ。
Snaps finger. Dang it. I was sure my strategy was going to work.
Flattery will get you everywhere, except through those front gates.
Dang. I know that. She had to tell me it would be a pain to be empathetic because she isn't going to go easy on me.
けど、できれば敵同士にはなりたくない。俺、お前みたいなやつは好きだ。
Rin, is this a confection? On the sly? Nani?
Girl was not ready for genuine affection. Hold on. And it wasn't even affection. It was just like autistic friendship, really.
Autistic friendship.
Come on, we can agree he's a little bit autistic, right?
Yeah, he's somewhere on the spectrum.
Like, I don't even mean it in a negative sense. Like, he is just displaying traits that make me go, yeah, no, that's Asperger's.
That's funny. I heard Tosaka's house is in the residential district with all the western houses. in the opposite direction of my house. She took care of me up until now, so I'd like to walk her home.
とにかくサーバントがやられたら迷わずさっきの教会に逃げ込みなさいよ。そうすれば命だけは助かるんだから。
Oh.
それは気が引けるけど、一応聞いておく。けど、そんなことにはならないだろう。どう考えても、セイバーより俺の方が短命だ。
Saber cuts in. Yeah, you right, so make sure you stay behind me. I've calmly assessed the situation. Tosaka's reaction is once again puzzling. After that weary sigh, she glances at Saber.
いいわ。これ以上の忠告は本当に感情移入になっちゃうから言わない。
I mean, all of this has been, but anyways.
せいぜい気をつけなさい。いくらセイバーが優れているからって、マスターであるあなたがやられちゃったらそれまでなんだから。
But my heroism.
She turns around and starts walking. And yet, she stops dead in her tracks, as if she's seen a ghost. Oh?
遠坂か。
The moment I call out to her, stinking pain shoots through my left hand.
お話は終わり？
Ah, child.
What kind of dirt do you have on me, little girl?
A young voice echoes in the night. The sing-song tone comes unmistakably from a young girl. My eyes are drawn to the top of the hill. I hadn't noticed the clouds parting. Now the brilliant moon illuminates the sky. And there, a shadow looms.
Girl is the size of his thigh.
And I think that's where we're going to stop here. Will our boy instantly die right after this? Or will he somehow escape? Also, what's going to happen to Tosaka? Because Archer ain't here. Find out next time. In theoretically 2 weeks.
Theoretically.
We'll see if something comes along to nullify that plan. But anyways, good night.
Ciao, gang.